What up, y'all? It's been a minute since I connected with y'all. Boy, been in isolation, working on some things in private, trying to stay focused. I had to disconnect from the worldly stuff. I was finding that I was using social media way too much. I was on it way too much. And personally, I don't like the feeling of addiction because it feels like I'm being controlled and that I'm powerless in those moments. So I had to get my power back. I had to redevelop and just improve my relationship with God. I wanted to hear his voice more. So he snapped some things for me. I actually got sick twice. I hadn't been sick in 5 years. So that was a huge eye opener to me. I'm really big on understanding that things happen for a reason. And when something is not your norm and it happens in a reoccurring fashion, that's a sign. You know, that's God trying to tell you something. And he most definitely was trying to get my attention. And so it allowed me to take a look at some areas of my life that I need to buckle down in, that I need to improve, that I need to focus more on and highlight more. And one of the first ways that I found I could do that was to get my behind off this platform, off this electronic device. I just went in isolation, shut down a little bit, wanted to spend more time with myself. And I tell people that I've developed extroverted ways over the years because in my career path, you have to deal with people. You have to like people. You have to connect with people. But I am an introverted extrovert. So there are moments and times where I just want to be by myself. And it's not personal. It's not aimed at anybody or anything in particular. I just find that I'm very self-aware. And I know when my energy is a reflection of me being around too much energy that isn't aligned with my walk and in my spirit. And discernment is one of the best strengths that you could have as a person, discernment and wisdom. And I heard God's voice say, you need to slow down, you need to pull back on some things, and you need to spend more time with me. If you want me to devote more to you, I need you to devote more to me. And the wonderful thing about God is he's the same all the time. He's consistent. He's not one of us. He's not a man. He's not a liar. But his promise is always constant. I was starting to feel like I needed to show everything. I needed to show when I worked out. I needed to show every meal. I needed to show that I was doing X, Y, Z. And God said, no, you don't. And in fact, you're showing too much. And so I had to take a step back and recognize that less is more. I don't need to show me working out all the time to prove that I am a doer of my word and encouragement to others. Working out is for me. Being healthy is for me. And if people can't see that reflection from me inwardly on their end outwardly, then I'm not doing something right in private. So, one of the things that I want to do moving forward is I want to use that time for myself. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to ever show a workout again, but I don't want to feel like I have to. So pulling back on certain things for me moving forward is is very integral for my growth, my development, and I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better. I felt convicted on some things that I need to work on. Conviction is great. It is a wonderful thing, and it's so necessary in order to get to the next level, in order to reach your goal. You have to place yourself in a situation where you are aware of the areas of your life that you're not showing up in, the areas of your life that you're blaming God for or you're blaming others for, that really is the outcome of you not doing the inner work, you not putting in the time and the effort, you not changing things, you not adapting and evolving. It's easy to say that you're not reaching a space, a level, a goal because of all of these other outside factors. The hard part is being self-aware and taking self-accountability. And this is why we have a 1%. Most people do not take ownership of their level of effort, their level of consistency, and where they need to improve. It's always somebody else's fault. So it was time for me to get uncomfortable and get back to my roots and re-cement my foundation. I'm happy to report that I'm in a better space with that, but it required me to isolate. It required me to take ownership. It required me to look in the mirror. I don't know who this is for. I don't know if you've skipped through these videos. I don't know if you've actually listened. In my downtime, I've learned that listening is passive, but hearing is active. So you can listen all day, but unless you act on what you heard, it doesn't matter. You're not hearing because you're not taking action. And most people want the outcome of hearing because they think all they have to do is listen. I'm here to tell you that obedience and hearing is the next phase and step after listening. What will you do with the information that you consumed? I'll get with y'all later.